Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Now talking about Southeast. Senator Ubah joins us next. He represents Anambra South Senatorial District in the Senate. Good morning, Senator. Thank you for coming on today.
Morning.
Well, it's a conversation that, I mean, different parts of the country, different challenges, but security, it's a general thing that everybody, even the president says, look, this must be stamped out. It must be sorted. And hence that meeting in the Southeast where the governor of Imo State met with leaders in the Southeast in Abuja, and then they plan to take the next steps or at least some items to the president to see how they can address that. And the question of the sit-at-home, you also have been vocal about all of these things. So, and you made an announcement. You're putting in place vigilante groups for your constituency to ensure that people go out and work. So tell us about this, because people wonder, first, if you're going on with vigilante, it suggests that security presence is inadequate and certain things have got to be done to complement or augment whatever is going on. So how are you approaching this?
Well, I digress from that point.
Okay.
Our state has been doing a lot for security. The governor has been doing quite a lot for security in my state. But it's not enough, and you can never have enough of security. Even America, today you still have random shootings in schools in America and all part of the world. So you never have enough of security anywhere in the world. You can only add to what is in place. So for me, in Anambra State, I think my coming on board is, to add to what the governor or the government of Anambra State is doing, and then we are working in partnership with the governor. Him being the chief security officer, and I being the senator representing my little constituency. I felt that there's some missing link. He has the state apparatus, the security net in the Southeast, and then subsequently go to Lagos, talk to our people, because it takes a lot of resources. And then it's going to be everybody's business, because everyone is now concerned about the situation, which is really not good.
So what does the region want to be done about Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa?
Well, let me talk about Nnamdi Kanu. There's a resolution that we are going to meet with the president to seek his leniency and see if it's going to be possible. Plead with him to have Nnamdi Kanu released. We've taken that position. For also some of us in the Senate, we have our caucus. We have also taken that position, And then these are things we need to do. Then we also need to look at the young man that is in Finland that is causing all these problems, and see how we can diplomatically, engage the government of Finland, and then show them that he is not really doing or giving a good service to. So, even though we don't know if he's nationality of taking the nationality of Finland. So continues to, if a Finnish national is causing mayhem in our region, for us, those of us in government, has what it takes to go to talk to them and tell them no, they should warn their citizens.
Is there a connection between releasing Nnamdi Kanu and ensuring that all goes well in the Southeast? Because has his views changed from what people know or he's been saying?
Nnamdi Kanu is not in support of sit-at-home. He has said it publicly in one of his appearances in court.
But why do they still sit at home?
Someone is cashing in on Nnamdi Kanu's...
So what is it that he can do if he's released?
Nnamdi Kanu has a lot of followers, has a lot of believers. I believe these are things that we can put on the table of this, discussion once we're able to have Mr. President nod to see, to look into Southeast issues. It's really going to help a lot of, help our people, help the region, help the country. It's one case that really needs to be tackled by the federal government.
But I see that there's a CCTV initiative to secure the Southeast and build confidence. So how is this going to work? Because we know different states. We've talked about CCTV contract in this country and how we need to ensure that it works. So how is this going to be any different from what we see right now?
Yeah, CCTV is very important everywhere in the world. You don't fight crimes with guns anymore, you know. You have communication, you have walkie-talkie. If you go to London, you have communication, you have data capturing. If you can put in place data capturing of everyone, you don't really need police in the street, you know, because you can randomly call anyone and then put up a law in their state that if you found wanting or if you... So everyone that is walking in the street will be cautioned that maybe somebody must have given an information on you. So you just randomly call someone and then ask someone to put up his fingers. So you go to everywhere in the world, every crime is fought by fingerprinting. So same with CCTV, these are the three elements I believe that is very critical. Data capturing, networking with walkie-talkie, and then CCTV. These are the most important critical aspect of it. Then we'll go with the native intelligence on wood, on road blocking.
Yes, but
because you can lock down if you want to pass a rail line and then they said that they stop, everyone must stop. And they allow the train to pass.
We understand that, but we haven't heard any conversation from the state assemblies or states about how they intend to come up, if they are even considering this law which you speak about. And that database, is there a database within which you can see anyone on CCTV, identify the person, and then apprehend the person, jurisdiction from state to state? Is that collaboration? Are all those things in place already?
Yeah, these things are my own initiative. Oh, okay. These are my thoughts. Okay. Do you understand me? And then, you know, politics has its style. You know, I don't know what someone wants, or everybody has his own position. For me,
so this is in your constituency?
From my constituency or from what I am doing, you know, to support what the government is doing, I believe these are the areas. Once you're able to capture people, once you're able to secure network by walkie-talkie, and then have CCTV in the community. So if I can develop a platform that can network my local government with maybe few of people supporting me, we can have that in everyone, because, like I said, security is not the responsibility of the state government or the senator or the members of House of Representatives Assembly. It is the business of everyone, including our businessmen, including the woman that is frying akara in the street.
It'll be interesting to see what the Southeast lawmakers across board are doing to see that this problem comes to an end. But let's bring in our colleagues in Lagos. Go ahead, guys, please.
Well, thank you, Chamberlain. Senator, let me just quickly ask, how is the well, I said the ban on sit-at-home in Nnewi? You remember you spoke about that at the end of that meeting you had with security, just saying that, well, it's not going to hold here. How is it holding up? Are people enthusiastic to come out, bearing in mind that they still see those images, they still get those messages on social media? So how is it holding up? I think it's been about a week or more now.
Yeah, it's about a week. It's not something that will just be... that just, you know, will be so immediate to people. There's fear, there's still fear, I have to admit that. And then there's a level of cooperation, but it's not something you just do or one-on-one, you just have to develop it. You know, now they have seen us coming up, saying that, yes, we don't want to sit at home. Some people are opening shops, some people are testing. It's not as it used to be. So it's a gradual process, and that I believe I have also a statement yesterday from the state government of Anambra State. They are now going to yield the non-state actors. So that statement is a very bold statement from our governor. So, and then we'll continue to work hand in hand and see how we can get this issue of sit at home off our neck. You know. It's very important to each and every one of us, because it's really deteriorating our constituency and our state and our region in general.
Indeed. So there are two issues I'd like you to quickly clarify. So you've talked about Nnamdi Kanu, who's in detention now. You've talked about Simon Ekpa as well, and I see that you've been trading words with him in recent times. So he's championing the sit-at-home which a lot of people disagree with. And it would seem that Nnamdi Kanu still has is still championing the call for some sort of self-determination of the Southeast, the secession call. So are you going to say, okay, well, sit at home should end, but the calls for self-determination, some sort of referendum, secession, should still be on? How are you navigating that? Is it one and the same, such as say, okay, sit at home ends, so ends the calls for secession, self-determination, or you end one, continue with the other?
No, the agitation is something that is very different from what we are talking about today. We are talking about sit at home, which is really deteriorating the economy of Southeast region. The agitation is a political issue about the inequality, the way an Igbo man is seen in Nigeria, the way we are not having our way in things where we're supposed to have our way nationally. So, and no Igbo man will tell you today that he's not, or doesn't have sympathy about how Igbo man is being treated in Nigeria. So the agitation is right for me. Until some of these issues that Nnamdi Kanu is championing is addressed, then we can have a better Nigerian, and we can have understanding that we belong to this country. Do you understand me? It's really affecting us. It's really affecting our political structure. It's really affecting the way Igbo man is seen in Nigeria. So really, it needs to be addressed. I am totally in support that the agitation should be done in a manner that is very democratic, not with gun, not with, or killing our people. You don't kill the same people you're agitating for. You don't do it nowhere in the world. So it's about strategy, and also it's about us sitting down and negotiating. If there's a way we can sit down and then discuss the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, and we can say, okay, we don't want this, we don't want, let us adopt this system, this strategy. But the strategy of sitting at home, killing our economy, killing the same people you want, and then different armed militia is rising up, using that opportunity to cause mayhem. Because if you are sitting at home, you are just like a lazy dog, someone can come and take over your business. Someone can come home and then know that you are not going out. So many things can happen, And the point is that some of those people promoting this sit at home, they are also in their respective countries working on the same Monday. So it doesn't augur well for us, So it's not something that
Senator Ubah,
I will be part of so far.
Well, Senator Ubah, some would say that, particularly in the Southeast, that's the elephant in the room, really, the need to sit down and talk with the youths about the, unending issue of self-determination, which has gone on for years, and particularly also that the disconnect, the lack of unanimity, between and amongst leaders of the Southeast is what is responsible. And I wonder if you agree that, that seeming disconnect between leaders of the Southeast politically about how to deal with the problem of self-determination in the Southeast is what is responsible. And is that sort of somehow tied to the calls for the release of Nnamdi Kanu? If he is released, will it bring a permanent end to the unrest in the Southeast?
I believe in every discussion, in every dialogue, in every roundtable arrangement, there are things that are being said, and people are bound to keep to their own part of the agreement. So I strongly believe that releasing Nnamdi Kanu will be a very good step towards, resolving the issue of Southeast. But it's not today. After the war, we were given £20. And that is something that every woman and every generation, both yet unborn, will always want to look upon. This is the way my father was treated. My father had this kind of investment, and then he was given £20 and said, go, you can go. So these are things that, one needs to look at. It's not something that started today. So we need to go back and see, no, this region has really, we need to change our strategy towards the political structure on how we can, for me, I have Nigeria as my country, and Nigeria will remain my country. You know, so what I'm trying to say is that we must, within the political structure also, work hard. God has given us very good, sense of humor on how we succeed in our life, self-determination. So we need to work hard. We don't even really need so much, to get our region developed, and then something will come up. So if we are going to sit in a table and then take a real position, we are lacking that leadership structure that can take our people to our Eldorado. For me, I strongly believe, and as an Igbo man, that we have what it takes to beat and to be better than even Dubai. So it's all about political will for us to get to that level. And one day, definitely it will come. But meanwhile, we must continue to ask for what is due to our people from the Federation of Nigeria.
All right, so, that's part of what I was trying to highlight, the political leadership in the region. Because, I mean, look at businesses, entrepreneurs from the Southeast across different parts of the country. I know that people recently, for those states that have just won elections, Abia, Anambra, they're looking to them now to see that they bring the desired change, and they seem to be reaching out to other people. But that political leadership, if they had reached out, and because largely, in many cases, this is about unemployment, really. If people had certain things to do, if they're gainfully employed, I don't think they'll be agitating for one thing or the other. So the political leadership, which you also talked about, needs to improve and do a lot better in the Southeast.
Exactly, I admitted it, and then I want you to take a position from this point. The Igbo businessmen today control close to 70% of Nigerian commodity franchises. I hope you're aware of that. I think we need to look into that as a cash cow for political stability in our region. Do you understand me? So you need to see how you can combine these two forces together. You not just continue to look as if we don't have any way, or we can develop our place. We don't want to look like lazy people. We want everyone to know that, yes, one day the Igbo man will also rise again, and the Igbo state will rise again. It's just about political will. But meanwhile, let us address issues that needs to be addressed. Nnamdi Kanu is an issue. The way Igbo man is treated in Nigeria is an issue. Do you understand me? The political structure of Nigeria, getting the Igbos involved in things. I mean, look at sharing of political portfolios and all these things.
Just one more thing before you go. On that particular point, from what we've seen, appointment of service chiefs, the president appears to have spread it across board. Now, if it continues in that trajectory, will the Southeast still have any reason to keep agitating for political positions?
Well, we are watching. We are watching. It's not yet. We cannot say. We say, well, yes. From what Mr. President has done so far, so good. We can see a change in what used to be before, but we cannot yet conclude. We will see more.
Yeah, but people will say that this idea of how the Igbo man is treated, the question is, how is the average Nigerian treating the average Igbo man, for instance, or how are they treating themselves as citizens? If indeed people feel differently about Igbo people, isn't the fact that the Igbo man is economically empowered because other Nigerians are also patronizing Igbo people?
Let me tell you, if you are looking for milk today, you don't need to know who brings that milk. You just want to go and buy the milk. So you won't say, oh, it's about the patronage you are giving. It's because God has given me the talent to get milk, for you to buy milk, okay? But, the way Igbo man is treated today in Nigeria, or politically, is the message that is coming from those in diaspora that is also going down to the people in the grassroots, which is really affecting, causing all these problems. So we really need to change the dynamics so that once start propagating, you can tell him, no, it's like this, it is like that. Until we're able to understand this, it will continue. Things will not really be the way we want it to be.
All right. Senator Ubah represents Anambra South Senatorial District in the Senate. Thank you for coming on today, and we wish you all the best, as always.
Thank you very much. God bless
you. All right. Do we have any? I can't see. Do we have any messages still? Okay. All right. So there you go. We expect that everyone pull together across different parts of the country and ensure that we build our country because there is no other country like this one elsewhere. Well, that is the show today. Well, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. I'm Chamberlain Oso. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching. I'm Maope Ogun Yusuf.
Well, remember that hunger knows no tribe, no tongue, no color. We're all Nigerians. Thank you for watching. I am Bukola Koka.
So let's make this day better than the last one. I'm Kairo Kikele. Goodbye.